Pit stops are the highest pressure situation for the crew chief.
One miscue can get you in as much trouble as missing the pits completely and having to go all the way around.
It doesn't take but a second or two for a good pit stop to become a bad pit stop.
It makes the driver feel terrible, but just think about the poor guy that had the problem.
To the trained eye, a pit stop can be something beautiful. 6 men over the wall, their every move choreographed by the crew chief like a well-orchestrated ballet.
They're almost a cross between, I guess you'd say, a Sylvester Stallone and a Baryshnikov, because we're part ballerina, and at the same time we feel like we're a bunch of macho guys.
It's not Swan Lake, but whether it's pirouettes or pit stops, you stay on your toes the same way. Practice. No crowd cheer at practice, there's no glory. And when you're through, you do it all over again and again. On most routine pit stops, at least 9 functions are underway. 9 or more things which can go wrong. Nothing major, you might never see it. But the tiniest delay here can mean major problems on the racetrack.
We all make mistakes at one time or other, and every little mistake you make, every second you lose is very costly.
Boy, if we lose this race in the pits, we're going to be in bad shape publicly. You know, we may not be able to face our families when we get home.
When you come in on a pit stop, you have a certain job planned out, and you have to do it as fast as you can, because every second's like a football field on a racetrack.
That seemed hard to believe, so Jim Bachhoven's Daytona crew set up some goalposts for us. Here's a pit stop, and here comes Terry Labonte. 1 second could be the difference between first and 10th. If you're still not convinced of the human factor in a pit stop, a world-class sprinter runs 100 yards in about 9.1 seconds. The world record for a quarter horse is about half that. You give them both a 90-yard head start, and here comes a stock car covering 100 yards in just under a second. 500 miles of racing. The margin of victory may be a fraction of a second saved in the pits, but emotionally, the difference is incomprehensible. The joy of taking the checkered flag is most often associated with the driver, but that feeling is definitely earned by the men in the pits, the men with the most thankless job in racing. A race-winning performance is rarely recognized, but a simple mistake is noticed by millions. A second may not seem like much to you and me, but for the men in the pits, it lasts a lifetime.